Jesus Freak here. So, I had been thinking about getting this last time I was to Bender's, and this time I pulled the trig. This is a Spanish version of the Thompson Chain Reference Bible. Produced by Vida and published by Zondervan. Now, Kirkbride didn't produce the Spanish version of the Thompson Chain Reference. Vida did. And this looks to be a new printing done by R. Donnelly in Shenzhen. Anyway, the Spanish version of Thompson Chain was produced in 1987. This is a 1960 revision of the Reina Valera translation. Now the more or less they use the same layout that the English Thompson chains do, but the fonts and stuff are kind of Zondervanized. It's still verse by verse. You still got, there's a small number of references on the bottom, which I think probably came with the 1960 translation. It's a red letter, and it's a good red letter. It's not Words of Christ in neon pink. They've basically reworked all the, maps and all the other helps. They're in the same basic format as the regular Thompson chain, but they've been reworked into Spanish rather than just erasing the English text and patching it in with Spanish text. There are also Vida maps in the back. Good 16 of them. If you're familiar with the Thompson chain reference, you pretty much know what to expect. It's the Thompson chain reference. But I figured, I like to have Spanish Bibles for various reasons. And this includes reference Bibles, study Bibles. Oh, by the way, yes, it's got a sewn binding. there seems to be some red letter usage in the Old Testament, which I haven't seen in any Bibles I have. But it looks like what they're doing is they're using red letter in the Old Testament for messianic prophecies. For example, here, Isaiah 7:14. And that's something rather different. A little personal thing, if Kirkbride had set their Bibles up to look more like this, I think the current crop of Thompson chains are kind of ugly, and I like the style of the fourth and earlier better, but I like the style of this one. It still looks like a Thompson chain, but it looks a little more modern. And I like this layout. I like these fonts and such. So I actually think, the look and feel, the feel's the same and the look is superior to the English Thompson chains. Just my opinion. Jesus, freak out.